I'm going to show you exactly how you can make over $100,000 in 1 year like I have by just doing faceless YouTube shorts. Because despite what a lot of people say on here, the reason why I like doing YouTube shorts so much is because it is very, very trend based and you do not need a lot of skills, if any at all, to start. If you're new to the channel or you don't know this already, over the past 2 months, I've uploaded 2 channel breakdowns revealing my full channel, showing you exactly how I've been able to scale them to thousands of dollars a month in just as little as 7 days. And throughout all of those videos, you will see that I pretty much have no expenses at all besides an AI subscription and CapCut. The rest of it is completely all profit. And this is just an example of one of my channels that I started just a couple months ago. And I was able to scale to over $10,000 in just 3 months just by posting videos that are already viral. Personally, I've been building and scaling YouTube channels for over 5 years at this point. But over the past year, I've been able to master the core system that you really need to be able to consistently make thousands of dollars a month on YouTube Shorts. The reason I'm able to say this so confidently is because I've been able to teach people as well as myself to be able to do this with pretty much zero to no experience. This is my student Connor's channel. His case study is also posted on my YouTube channel, but he was able to make over $10,000 in just 1 month from YouTube Shorts on his very first channel, as well as Andres, who was able to make over $3,000 in just 7 days with his Shorts channel. Both of these people never ran a single YouTube channel before they started with me. So when I tell you that this works, it works almost 90% of the time as long as you're consistent. And there's a big reason why I'm investing heavy into YouTube Shorts right now, and it has to do with not only Q3 and Q4, which is the second half of the year that we're getting into right now. If you don't know this already, YouTube Shorts RPMs are at some of the highest I've ever seen it. I know there isn't a lot of views on this video, but this is the highest I've ever seen it. This one video right here has over 50 cents per 1,000 views. Before I saw this, I didn't even think it can get to this point. The highest I've seen was around 48 cents. But on average, especially depending on the niche, it can go from 20 to even 30 cents. Not only has it become insanely easier to actually go viral on Shorts, it's also paying a lot more now than it has ever. But the biggest reason why I say it takes zero skill anymore is because you can pretty much automate the entire thing, or you can use AI to help you with most of the actual learning curves. It doesn't matter if you need help editing, finding a niche, or actually script writing, you can literally use AI for almost the entire process of it now. You don't need to hire people for script writing or voiceovers anymore. You can pretty much do the entire thing just with AI if you really wanted to. What used to be non-negotiables in terms of actually starting and building a YouTube channel are pretty much optional at this point, which brings me into the 2 main things that you really only need to actually be able to go viral and generate money on YouTube Shorts, which is just basic editing skills and trend jacking. For the past year, I've been able to go viral almost every single time just by simply using the concept of trend jacking and applying different types of formats to other niches. Now, I'm not going to go into too much depth about trend jacking, but the basic idea of it is just taking proven formats and viral ideas to a different niche. Now, if you think that's easier said than done, let me show you exactly how easy it is to find this happening on the YouTube Shorts algorithm right now. When doing YouTube Shorts, a lot of people will tell you that the niche is the most important part of the entire process. I'm going to tell you something completely different. It's actually the format. The format and the style and the editing and the pacing of the video is actually just as important, if not even more important, than the actual niche itself you're going into. The way you actually format and edit a video can actually change the type of audience you get pushed out to, the type of RPMs you get. You'd actually be surprised on how important it is to make sure that you're doing the right formats. So let's just take a look at this channel right here. It's called Luco YouTube. And basically what this channel is doing is they're just doing the rant style of format. And this is exactly where the trend jacking aspect of YouTube Shorts comes into play. This guy has taken a very, very proven and viral format, which is again the Roblox rants, the rant style video, and all they did was they brought it over to GTA 5 rant videos, specifically talking about GTA 6, because again, GTA 6 is a super, super trending topic right now, especially with all the trailers, the release date coming out and everything like that. It has been one of the hottest topics right now on YouTube. And again, what I said before, the format of these videos is why they're doing so well. GTA 5 is a 10-plus-year-old game, but the format itself is actually why these videos are doing so well. In fact, there's still people that are actually still trying to do Roblox rants right now for some reason. I don't know why, but it was such a good and viral proven format like a year ago. Pretty much everyone was doing it because it did so insanely well and people liked watching that type of content. One of the biggest things with the YouTube Shorts algorithm I've noticed is that it is so insanely trend based. Instead of using the word algorithm, I like to use the word audience, because the algorithm literally is the audience. If the audience likes to watch a specific type of content during a specific time of the year or whatever the case may be, if there's a lot more people watching a specific type of content, YouTube is going to keep pushing that type of content out because again, they want people to stay on their platform and stay watching shorts. So when you take a format like the rant style, which is done insanely well in different audiences like the Roblox, you're able to bring it over to literally anything you want. It doesn't even have to just be something like video games or GTA 5 in specific. You can take that exact format that is done insanely well and bring it over to any kind of sub niche, subtopic, whatever you want to do. It could be sports, it could be bowling, it could be fishing, it could be Grand Theft Auto. It does not matter. And this was actually brought to my attention by one of my students actually in my Discord. It's actually also in Minecraft as well. Minecraft and Roblox, in my opinion, are a very, very similar audience. It has an extremely dedicated audience that is almost cult-like. It has an extremely, extremely dedicated audience with people who dump thousands of hours into this type of content and the game itself. And there are multiple channels like this one called Chonk that literally do exactly the same thing as the channel I just showed you and even any other Roblox channel. What they do throughout the video is have some gameplay in the background and talk about things going on in Minecraft, like YouTubers and other kinds of drama. And despite how familiar this format looks, it's in a completely different niche, and that's why it is doing so insanely well. And that is exactly why understanding and knowing how to trendjack is the most important thing you can possibly learn about YouTube Shorts, because that's really all you need to know. You're able to find viral formats and viral editing styles of YouTube Shorts and bring it over to any other audience that isn't already oversaturated. You can establish your channel insanely quickly. And just to show you how easy this is, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make these videos, or even just trendjack in general. The first tool I'm going to be using is actually just Claude. You can use a free subscription, but I like to use a paid version just because I like to get the better answers. Let's just say I want to start a rant channel, but I don't want to compete with these two channels. All I'm going to do is go into Claude and I'm just going to prompt it and give me some ideas, pop culture niches, and kind of dedicated audiences that I can go into right now in YouTube Shorts. And all I'm going to do is type out a simple prompt. I'm basically just asking it to find me dedicated audiences on YouTube to make my ranting channel about. All you have to do is literally just prompt something similar to that. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing. But once you do that, it's just going to give you a quick list of answers that you can kind of brainstorm and make a new channel based around. And just by going off this list, you can kind of get an idea of what to look for. You want to be targeting specific communities that are super, super tight knit. So for example, Genshin Impact, Destiny 2, The Sims, Pokemon is a really good one to do. Star Wars, Marvel is very, very good to do as well. Wrestling, even UFC is also a super good niche to go into. And just in a couple minutes, we've already found 4 or 5 types of sub niches to go into with this format. Because instead of starting a brand new channel with some random original idea that might not do well, you're going into a brand new niche with a proven format that people already like to watch. And just by doing that simple trick, you can literally double or triple your chances of going viral and getting successful videos, compared to starting a brand new channel and just kind of winging it and just testing out a bunch of different ideas. If you start a brand new channel in a brand new niche, posting videos that the algorithm already rewards, you're going to have a better chance of getting your channel pushed out by default. Because like I said before, if it has gone viral once, it can go viral multiple times. But if you want a little bit of a more quicker and easier way to do this and find channels that are already in unsaturated niches, you can just go to a software called Niche AI. Basically what this website does is it does all of it for you. So you can just go to the top trending niches right here and you can pretty much see all the channels that are performing really well right now. If we go over to something like commentary or even gaming, you can find a bunch of these types of rant channels. For example, the channel that I was just looking at, I found on Niche AI. And just by simply scrolling through this, you can find a bunch of different types of channels uploading these types of videos that are already going viral and are super young. Not only can you see what's going viral right now, but you can see why it's going viral. You can see things like the exact performance, the hashtags they use, as well as engagement ratings and a niche score. And if you want to simply copy a channel like this, you can just press generate ideas and it'll generate a bunch of different ideas for you on its own. So instead of asking Claude, you can just press generate ideas and it'll generate you a bunch of different video ideas on the software itself. And if you do want to try this out, I was able to speak to the founder and get you a 10% off discount code forever. So if you just use the code BREM at checkout, you'll be able to get 10% off your subscription every single month. And going about scripting these videos isn't that hard at all. Again, we're just going to be using AI for this entire process, but a lot of people seem to mess this up completely. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it when I want to copy a channel. So when most people start rant videos, all they're going to do is ask the AI to script them a rant style video. But that's not going to work because the AI has nothing to work with. You need to give it some kind of substance and some kind of reference to actually work off of, so it can actually properly script, write, and paste your video and make it sound original too. So for example, if we want to start a GTA channel, all we're going to do here is we're just going to click on some of the most popular videos and we're just going to actually extract the transcripts from these videos using the downloader. We're just going to paste the link here, we're going to fetch it, and then it'll extract the entire transcript for us. Once you do that, we're just going to copy it and we're going to bring it into Claude now. And basically the way I'm prompting this, I'm going to give it 5 different videos so it has a good sample size. All I'm going to do is ask it to analyze things like tone, pacing, structure, the flow of it, and then finally I'm going to ask it to create a template for me. So once I send over this first prompt, it's going to actually take note of everything that I said. Now I'm just going to go back to Niche AI and I'm just going to copy this transcript. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to press enter a couple times, and now I'm just going to go to another video like this one, and I'm just going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to paste the link here. I'm going to fetch it, get the transcript, and now I'm actually just going to keep redoing this process until I get 3 or 4 more scripts. And once you give it a couple scripts, it'll basically build out an entire template for you for whatever kind of niche you want to go into. This one, just for example, I went into UFC rant. So now personally, I don't know anything about UFC, so I'm just going to use this for an example purpose. I'm just saying now write me a script about Conor McGregor. I don't even know that's how you spell his name, but just for example, I'm just gonna say him because it's like the only guy that I know. And basically every time you ask it to write a script about something, it'll reference this template every single time and build you a script exactly like the reference videos, but not the same style. Obviously you're using a different niche as well, so you're not straight up copying them. If you use something like Claude and you use a higher model, it'll literally do the research for you. It'll cite pretty much everything it talks about, so that way you know you're not talking about anything like random or you're not lying. And once you do that, you can pretty much make the background whatever you want as long as it's relative to the topic. Just do clips of Conor McGregor, or you can just use like UFC clips in general. But the point is that the format itself is actually what you want to be focusing on, not so much as things like the background clips or the actual visuals. So if you did like a sports game, it would just be the gameplay in the background. Or if you did an actual like TV show like Marvel or Star Wars, it would just be a Star Wars game or a Star Wars clip, you know, things like that. And obviously you can just download this all on YouTube, and you can use things like Niche's video downloader right here. And then all that's literally left to do is put the background clip into CapCut. And then all you have to do is just take your script and paste it into 11 Labs. You can just literally use Adam because that's what everyone uses for the rants. I think that's his name. I don't remember what the default name is, but once you get that voiced over, you can literally just throw it into CapCut and render it. Once you do that, you can literally just download it, throw it into CapCut, and put some sound effects, some simple visuals over it. And that's literally all you have to do. I wish it was harder than this, but it really is not. Just be more fucking creative and just try and jack. Take things that are already working and literally just bring them over to other niches, and you'll see much more success than trying to compete with every other fucking channel doing the same exact thing. But if you made it to this far into the video and you actually are serious about starting a faceless shorts channel, and you actually want to build a passive income or even a main form of income through YouTube shorts, the first link in my description will be to my YouTube community. And although this isn't one of the largest communities, it's definitely by far one of the most successful communities on YouTube right now. These are just some screenshots I had in the vault, but we've gotten dozens of people monetized, we've gotten multiple people plaques, and we've generated well over hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue with just faceless YouTube shorts. For example, this is my student Jacob. He generated over $29,000 in just a couple months and was able to buy himself a brand new Tesla from this revenue. And once you join this community, you will get access to over 100+ video tutorials on how exactly I was able to build and scale multiple YouTube channels to over $100,000. If you're a complete beginner and you have no idea what to do, you can start with the starter kit. Inside of here, I have a full tutorial on how to make your channel, what kind of niches to do, and how to actually make videos. I also have a ton of videos going over my exact channels and how I made them, as well as the monthly niche folder. I update this folder every single week with the best performing niches right now in the YouTube Shorts algorithm. There's over 80 different channel breakdowns and niches that I go over in this folder, and by joining this, you get access to these niches well before anyone else does. I also have things like appeal scripts, my own appeal videos, as well as advanced breakdowns and even my own long form guide. And if you scroll all the way down here, I also have a full folder with all of my editing assets, and on top of that, you get access to weekly private calls with me and other students as well in our Discord. And so if you want to learn directly from me and even get into a call with me, you can literally just press the first link in the description. If you're not ready, you can just subscribe. I upload these videos for free every single week.